Have you been working for a number of years in your current company and yet you've not been promoted? I know how that feels. It can be very frustrating. In this video, we're going to talk about learning how to be promotable. So this video is part 1 of a full-packed course that talks about how to get promotion. So this is part 1 of this video. So make sure to check out series of the other videos in this very folder. And I must assure you that this course was strictly based on research. In fact, most of my information, I got it from LinkedIn Learning course. So it's not just any random knowledge out there. So let's get into it, please. So we're concentrating in 3 things. The first, identifying the skills that you need to have for your current job in order to get promotion. Secondly, we're going to talk about what it means to be promotable, and then the practices that you need to start today to start enforcing in order for you to be at a better chance of landing that promotion. Now, every job comes with its own unique skills, but there are essential job agnostic skills, and by that I mean skills that are required across jobs. Now, the first one is this: meeting deadlines. Making a deadline might seem unnoticed, but how about missing that deadline? It could pose a serious risk depending on the kind of job that you're into. So don't be someone that makes excuses for meeting deadlines. Rather, be someone that actually meets deadlines. The second skill is communication. Communication can be in verbal, non-verbal, and electronic. Yes, electronic. Now, don't be somebody that when you communicate to people, they come back consistently to ask you questions. It only means that you didn't communicate it in a very clear and comprehensive way. 3 skill that you need is connecting the dots. What does that even mean? Why are you in the job that you are in? What is your company's goal? And how is your everyday task connected to the goal of the company? Do you know how your contribution, your everyday task goes as much as making sure that your company is pushing towards its goal? That is what I mean by connecting the dots. So you need to be somebody that is very proactive, not reactive. You need to respond before things even happen. That is how to have the kind of skill. These 3 skills: being able to meet up deadlines, being able to communicate very well, being able to connect the dots. These 3 things are essential skills that a promotable person needs to have. Now, the second key point is what it means to be promotable. I know that sounds simple at this point already, but I'll go ahead to tell you. A promotable person is someone that doesn't just do their job well. No, it's more than just doing your job well. It's about someone who has the 3 skills that we mentioned earlier on: someone who meets deadlines, someone who communicates very well, someone who is able to connect the dots, and doesn't just stop there. The person also has a skill or has shown proof of having a skill that is required in the next job, in that next promotion you're seeking for. Don't just go to your work every day and rinse and repeat, do things the exact same way and expect to be promoted. It doesn't work like that. Now, the practices you need to start today to start enforcing. The first one, be courteous. Courtesy is very synonymous to being kind, treating people respectfully. It involves you being on time. When you say you're going to be at work by 8, be at work by 8, and don't keep people waiting for you. I'm also talking to myself right here. If for any reason you're not able to get to work by the time, or meet someone, that a work colleague that you say you're going to meet at a particular time, you should call or leave an email or text. That shows courtesy. So that is the first practice you need to start enforcing right now. Second one, look people in the eye. My God, look people in the eye. When you're having conversations with people, I know it's a digital era, but try as much as possible to look people in the eye. And that way you're connected to them. People want to have the feeling that you are really genuinely interested in them in a conversation, even if you may not be interested. Maybe you have something else going on in your head, but try as much as possible that to look people in the eye when communicating. It's a very important practice. Third practice, give favors. This one, I need to loud it. Give favors. Now I'm going to read from my notebook. It says, go out of your way for others, but without you being a brown noser. That is someone that tries to just kiss people's toes, basically. Why should you give favor? Because it pays off in the long run. People want to remember who has helped them. So you need to be someone who is considered helpful, but without sacrificing yourself for it. Why should you be this kind of person? It helps you to create a circle of goodwill, people that love you genuinely. Personal life, your work life are actually, they said it's different. Some people argue that it's different, but I believe that it is still one thing, because you are the person. Your personal life somehow gets to bleed into your work life. So if you're a helpful person and you're at home, chances are at work you're gonna be helpful as well. So if you're someone that is not helpful, these are some of the tiny things that will make your boss to overlook you when it comes to bringing up names that are due for promotion. So in conclusion, make sure you're someone that comes on time. You're someone that loves connecting with people when communicating with them by looking them in the eye. And then thirdly, you're someone that is very helpful to others. All this form of courtesy, regardless of the role that you are in, it goes to show the practices that will help you to be someone that is considered promotable.